Welcome back, guys. Been in the hot spot for a little bit. Was scheduled to go. I had my Ubereats app running and was getting some crappy trips on that. Was scheduled to go on DoorDash 11:30. Just logged on to that. Sitting in my hot spot here. In Monroeville, where I start and finish my gig hustling each and every day. How you guys doing out there? That's right. It's Dave, Renegade Gig Hustler, back for another day of Ubereats and DoorDash. Yesterday, guys, I gotta hand it to you. Ubereats was terrible. I had 3 trips on it during the lunchtime rush. DoorDash, I didn't have any. I couldn't even get it. I was scheduled, and I had nothing coming through. We're getting a shop and pay for the Rite Aid up here on 4111 William Penn Highway. It's going to Jefferson Court and Mellor Drive in Monroeville, and we're getting 2 items. We're going to accept that. Got a screenshot. Accept the trip. I'm ready to roll, guys. How about you? So, needless to say, Ubereats and DoorDash was total crap yesterday.
Turn left.
And I went home shortly when the lunchtime rush ended because it was just no good. Last Sunday was excellent for me on Ubereats and DoorDash. I multi-apped and I did very well on both. Looking for the same or better today, actually better. I'm always looking for better, guys. Just want to give you a bit of information that I'm doing a video strictly for DoorDash drivers, so you're going to want to stay tuned. And the topic is, does DoorDash actually give you 100% of your tips, or are they hidden? Are you getting 100% of your tips? You're going to not want to miss this video. And as always, I'm going to give you a lot of everything that shows that you're not getting. And do you know where your DoorDash tip comes from? Do you think it comes from DoorDash? Or do you think it comes from, if you guessed the restaurant, you're right. To find out more, guys, you're going to need to watch the video for Dashers. Stay tuned for that. Okay, guys, heading up the highway and heading over to Rite Aid for the pickup. Our first trip, almost $10 for 2 items, and we're taking it here in Monroeville, so we're not going very far with it. And yesterday I'm just going to forget about because it's in the past. There was nothing worth talking about. I had 3 trips on Ubereats, that's right, and it's even too painful to talk about, guys. So I had nothing on DoorDash, nothing. A few crappy trips came through, and that was it. So last Sunday was pretty good between Ubereats and DoorDash, and I'm hoping for even a better day today. Join me for a Ridealong, discussing Ubereats, DoorDash, a variety of other things. And as always, guys, you get whatever on your mind, leave it in the comments below.
Turn left on Center Road.
If you'd like me to do a particular video or anything, please leave it in the comment. As I told you before, I'm going to hook up a new webcam sometime this week, and I'm going to do a Q&A and a live stream, and stay posted for that. And you'll be able to come on at a certain time and see me, and you'll be able to ask me anything, gig related, anything. If I can give you advice, if you can give me advice, if I can help you with anything, tips or tricks. If you're new to DoorDash, if you're new to Ubereats, whatever gig app you're working on, come on aboard. Details coming up, and I'll let you know what day and what time. And all you need to do is go on YouTube to my channel, and at that time, boom, I'll come on live, and you'll go join me in a chat box and be able to ask me anything. So stay tuned for that, guys. Right now, we're at the Rite Aid in Monroeville. and we're gonna get this pickup, shop and pay.
Then turn right.
Haven't had a shop and pay for a while. For a while there, I was doing a lot of them. I don't mind them usually, and a lot of the times they pay right. At least in my area. I'll be back. Okay guys, we got the shop and pay done. It was relatively easy. Of course, I had to look at three different spots for one item because they had the item in 3 different spots. So finally found the one, and we're on our way over to take this on to Nelson Drive. Customer PIN required.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Old William Penn Highway.
It's a beautiful day, guys, here, but it is scorching, as it was yesterday too. So looking to be as busy as I possibly can be. Last Sunday, like I said, I did really well between Ubereats and the DoorDash, and got me a lot of great trips and a lot of good tips. And 2 days ago, got me even a $20 tip. And I've had some pretty nice tips on Uber Eats at times. I mean, very nice tips. And so I'm going to come up here on Center Road, and I hope the customer sees my messages and gives me the PIN before. So I'm looking at their notes. It says meet at door, please knock or ring doorbell. So we will get the PIN. Hope everybody's doing good out there with whatever you're doing.
In a quarter-mile, turn
as you all know, we're in the summer slowdown, and still I'm trying to manage to stay as busy as possible. And I've been doing this a little over 4 years, and I can tell you the summer slowdown really does exist, and you got to make the most of it and do the best you can. And if you've been doing things as long as I have, then I would recommend the Multiapping. If you're new, I would say no to the Multiapping, and I would say basically to get the gist of what you're doing now until you get the hang of it, because you don't want to get all jammed up, and you surely don't want no problems. And DoorDash is quick to deactivate you or to give you a contract violation, so please, whatever you choose to do, be careful. Heading up, and we're going to make a left on Armour Drive, which is coming up here shortly. And I guess I'm going to ring the customer's doorbell and grab that PIN we need. Customers create these PINs with Uber Eats for a variety of reasons.
Turn left on Armour Drive.
Because at one time or another, they may have claimed they didn't get their food, or something. Because it's always something. So it also protects me, shows that I actually delivered it, and I grab pictures anyhow, guys, usually when it requires it or not, just to save my own back, just to cover my own ass. So gonna make a left here on Armour Drive. These are all new homes they just built within the last 2 years.
Just ahead, turn left on Nelson Drive.
So we're going to come up above here and make a right on Nelson Drive. But yeah, they're all new homes. And
turn left on Nelson Drive.
There's another plan right down below this, the same thing. 324, guys.
Turn left, then drop off on the right.
It should be right here. Okay, guys, I was able to secure the pin. I'm going to back up so I can get back up out of here. And we're going to head back up into our area. I wasn't aware that Uber Eats had a quest going on. It's usually I complete 2 more trips for $3, so they're giving me $1 extra on the first 3 trips, so haven't seen one of those in a while. But when I first started doing Uber Eats, I used to get the big quest. Do 20 trips for this amount, do 25 trips for 240, do 30 trips for 340. I used to get them all the time, guys, and the longer you do Uber Eats, the less you see of those. No, you only see these low-paying ones every now and again. But hey, we'll take $1 extra on the trip. No big deal. So in order to get that $3, though, you have to complete the first 3 trips, which shouldn't be no object today. So coming back around on Logan's Ferry Road, and we're heading up, and we're going to try and get us got one for the Target now, going to College Park Drive. 6 items, 9 units, paying $13.58, and it's only going 5.6. So we're going to grab that next.
Head to your pick.
So 2 shopping pays in a row. Heading over now on Stroshine Road to the Target, and that's a pretty good fare for that particular shopping pay. Getting one on DoorDash for $30.48, but it's going 34 miles and 34.6 miles to be exact. and it looks like it contains 4 stops, and one of them is on the other side of Pittsburgh. That's okay. We got this good shop and pay for Ubereats, and we're gonna take that. We're gonna come back down the bottom of Center Road, Old William Penn, and turn up Stroshine and right to the Target. So stay with me, guys, till I get to the Target. Okay, guys, just pulled into the Target for the shop and pay. And you know what that means. Gotta grab the items and I'll be back. Okay, guys, the shop and pay is done in Target. And we are now on our way, I think, over to Hochberg Road. Not too far from here. Get out of the parking lot. Sometimes it's crazy with some of these people pulling in right and left. But expected by 12:35, delivering over to Edward. Alright, we're on our way. 3.5 miles,
Right,
not bad for the
July23.
$13 and something. It was really like 7 items, but a couple of the items he wanted 2 of, so made it 9. And
In a quarter-mile, turn right on
I'm
William
going to come
Penn
down
Highway
over
into the right
Stroshine
lane.
Road and just right over to Hochberg Road. 353. I think we'll go straight down Stroshine, turn on Center Road, get on Beatty Road, down Cooper Road to Hochberg Road. So stay with me, guys, for the drop-off. It went pretty well doing the shop and pay. I think, and actually, I did it pretty quickly. I'm pretty good at getting in there, grabbing the items, and going. Unless you got a substitute, unless you got to grab something else. But other than that, usually they go pretty well. Alright, guys, turning on Beatty Road to take this Target shop and pay. We're going to come straight up on Cooper Road and right down to Hochberg. Anyways, wanted to tell you guys anyhow, I'm subscribed and know some other vloggers on YouTube channels that I talk with, and for you guys doing DoorDash, don't think that it's impossible for you to get a contract violation or for you to get whatever, because they're very quick to do this. Even dashers who've dashed for long periods of time, years, like myself, and I got caught in some road construction up on 22 where they're doing the road construction. PennDOT is. It's a 2-year project to keep moving the construction all over, and I try to go around it. I try to stay away from it, but one day I couldn't prevent it. This was like 3 weeks ago, and I messaged the customer, as I always do, and messaging is an important factor here on Ubereats and DoorDash, and it keeps the customer in the loop. And if you're not ever messaging your customer, you're doing things wrong. Could mean the difference of a tip. You can let them know if you're waiting on food. You could let them know if you're stuck in traffic, whatever the case. So I let them know that I was stuck in road construction traffic. The woman was fine with it. She was saying, be safe, no hurry, no worries. Well, guess what, guys? I got the trip there. She was still fine with it. I was 12 minutes late because I got stuck in bumper to bumper. And guess what? Next morning, I turn around and open up my DoorDash app, contract violation. 12 minutes late. It didn't matter that I showed them the road construction on my camera and told them why. They, nope. So, contract violation. And then the other thing I don't like about DoorDash is they sent me many times on trips claiming that it was going to be this many miles, end up being more miles. I got low pay and no tip. And DoorDash claims they give you 100% of the tips. Can't give you 100% of the tips if there is no tip available. They told me there was a tip on there when I spoke to them. Now, who got that tip? The restaurant or DoorDash? I think it's a little bit of both, guys. We'll be at our drop-off here in about 1.2 miles, heading down Old Frankstown Road. This place here is going to be packed. The Boys Park Wave Pool, that's going to be packed today. Scorching temperatures. My neighbor went there the other day. Got pretty burned up between going in and out of the wave pool. So, Hawkburg Road's right down the bottom here. Stay with me. Okay guys, coming up Hawkburg Road now. 353, looks like our drop-off's on the right. Dropping off to Edward.
Drop off.
351. Looks like 353 here. Stay with me, guys. Okay guys, that's 2 trips in, 2 shopping pays in a row, which I haven't had any shopping pays in a while. But that's 2 to the 3 in the quest. So one more quest, one more delivery, and we'll get it $3 extra. So that's like $1 extra to each shopping pay we just did, and whatever other one I do. Coming back down Hawkburg, DoorDash just sent me in a crappy trip that I didn't accept, and then they paused me again. I hate that too, but what can you do?
Just ahead, turn left on Old Frankstown Road.
Okay guys, we just got one for TGIFs. Paying $9.76 for down in Pitcairn. And Uber Eats so far seems to be the breadwinner. So, guess what we're going? TGIFs. It's more like thank God it's Sunday instead of thank God it's Fridays. So, let's go. We're on a mad run to the TGIFs. Just kidding, guys. Anyways, Cooper Road's next. We're also getting an add-on on DoorDash, Uber Eats for $2.50 for an extra 0.3 miles for KFC. And you know me, guys, that's way below the criteria. Right now, we're just going to get TGIFs and see if Uber Eats send us in a better add-on, because I know they can do better than that. My satisfaction rate's back around 96, 95, 96. My acceptance rate's still fluctuating ever since way back a month ago when I was racing on a mad dash to get the rest of my platinum points. So I'm not really too concerned about that, as long as I'm keep doing what I do, because Uber Eats is always going to mess with them, and so will DoorDash. And I found out recently, guys, that DoorDash in certain market areas is implementing a new thing to come about at different times in different market areas, like Uber Eats has, with the point system being in a gold, like a platinum and a diamond, and for rewards and all. They're trying to copycat Uber Eats. So that was strictly an Uber Eats thing when they started that Uber Eats Pro. And in order to be in certain levels, you have to have a certain acceptance rate. And so it's in certain market areas. There's a vlogger that I watch on YouTube that I'm subscribed to and talk with, and she already has it in her market area in Tampa, Florida. So it will hit different market areas at different times. There's things in certain market areas that aren't in other market areas. So just because they have something in one area doesn't mean we have it here. Or we might have something here that they don't have there. It's just the way supply and demand and all those things of the economy and the gig economy work. So I'll keep you posted if it comes into my area, although it could be bad, it could be good. If it's for the good of something, guys,
make a slight right turn on Old William Penn Highway.
You always want to see things that's going to help you out, that'll be the good of things. Things that are going to be more easier, or a better way to do or earn. Once again, coming back up Old William Penn Highway all the way down to Duff Road, and then we'll take that over to TGIFs to get this pickup. And from the looks of things right now, we'll be taking that down to Pitcairn right below Monroeville. So not a very far one also. But Uber Eats starting out very good today. Haven't had no shopping pays for a while, so it was good to get 2 in a row. I think it's been a couple weeks since I've had any. And sometimes Uber Eats will offer incentives on the shopping pays. I have a Plus card that pays for all the, sort of like the DoorDash card that is on DoorDash, so. Man, it's a scorcher. Driving by a lot of pools, and I'm going to tell you what, don't think it don't cross my mind to pull over and go take a dip in one of them.
Turn left on Duff Road.
In fact, I might even bring you some free DoorDash or some Uber Eats. Come on.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on William Penn Highway.
So not far over to the TGIFs here. TGIFs is down, as you all know, right across from my hotspot. And we pulled out of there pretty quick today. I'm just working on a video on my body cam. And I've got a lot of things to compile to put this video together that I'm doing for DoorDash drivers on a variety of things, and mainly your tips. So I told you to stay tuned for that. Within the next day or two, I'll have that up there.
Turn right on William Penn Highway.
Hope all is well with you guys. Got anything on your mind, remember to leave it in the comments below. You need to know anything, you need to talk about anything, you want to just comment on something. That's smart. Right turn signal to turn left, huh? Just whatever you do, guys, be safe. There's morons all around us that are out there going nowhere and will quickly try to complicate our day, and it's not worth it. So
quarter-mile, turn right on Oxford Drive.
took our little puppy Sammy out. Played with him for a little bit before I came. I had to run out this morning, and I was at this one place, and I started making the DoorDash
turn
video.
Right on Oxford Drive.
Added to it when I came to my hotspot. Didn't have much time, and Sammy was laying out in the yard, and I says, what, you choose now to sunbathe? And so heading back into the hotspot area to get the TGIFs.
Turn left. Turn left, then turn right.
And we're going to get curbside to go. They don't look very busy
Turn
right
right,
now, that's
then
for
pick
sure.
up on the right.
And pull over here, curbside to go. And hopefully it's a grab and go. And we're on our way again, guys. Alrighty, alrighty. We got the pickup from Thank God It's Sunday. Oh, thank God it's Friday.
Just ahead, turn right.
On the way over to Wall Avenue in Pitcairn.
Turn
Not
left,
a far
then
delivery,
turn right.
2.9 miles, about approximately 7 minutes. Come up
left on
Oxford
Oxford
Drive
Drive.
here. And do the Renegade Gig Hustle down to Olivia. So this will be trip number 3 in that first part of that quest, 3
Just
out of
ahead,
3,
turn right on Monroeville
which will
Boulevard.
get us an extra $3 too, guys. So
Turn right on Monroeville Boulevard.
it's a shame with Uber Eats, with all their money. #1 ride-hailing company in the world, that they can only offer a $3 measly for 3 trips.
In a quarter mile, proceed straight on Monroeville Road.
But you know what? We'll take it. I'm not complaining. Every little bit. So
Proceed straight on Monroeville
gotta
Road.
take my vehicle into the dealership tomorrow, because I had it in there weeks ago, guys. And I had it in there way before that. And then they told me that they didn't do something right on my vehicle a year ago, and then they ordered struts for my vehicle. It was going to take a month to get them. They were on back order. It took a little over a month and a half. They got them, but then they were trying to get me a loaner car rental on my extended warranty, and then I waited an additional 2 weeks. Then I finally got it in. They had it for 4 days, and they got everything in, but guess what? They didn't put some things together right, because they had to take a lot apart underneath the hood to get the struts in. And then I questioned the struts, and if they even did them. They were supposed to do an alignment that they didn't do. They left a connector for my AC condenser unplugged, and I got in there the next day after I got it back, and I was trying to check my brake fluid, since I'm driving all the time, and I found the connector unplugged, which they had broke the tab off of, but I was able to plug it back in. Needless to say, I found out that they didn't put some things back together right under the hood, and now through driving it, it feels like it's pulling to the right a little bit, and don't believe they did an alignment. And so there's just a lot of things. So I was up there a couple weeks ago talking to the head foreman, and he promised me up and down, oh, we'll take care of it. We need to have the vehicle for a while, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't hear nothing, and tried to be persistent. And I tried to get a hold of this service advisor that I was dealing with, because I liked the guy. Found out that they told me that he's no longer there. Then I asked to talk to the head foreman that I was dealing with, and oh, he's on vacation. So I went on and on being persistent, trying to get my matters taken care of. They also, when they were taking things apart, broke an air duct that said is on back order, and they have no estimated time of arrival on it. So after myself being persistent with another guy there last week, he told me that they could have a car for me there, rental, on Monday morning and get this in, because the head foreman will be back from the garage on Monday morning, and they'll take this in and get all these issues addressed. And I told them I don't want it back till it's all correct, and I should not be charged because it was on my last invoice. So it's kind of where I'm at with this Jeep Renegade right now, guys. The other thing, because they cracked the air duct, that you guys don't know about, is that after you're in this for a while, it gets very hot in here. Now my engine temperature, coolant and all, stays normal, just where it's supposed to be. I can't really tell where the heat's coming from, guys, but it feels to me like engine heat. The heat of the engine. So they've got a lot of things to square away on this, and I told them that none of these things existed until I brought it up there for them to do this other work. And I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt one last time, and I'm also letting them know that I can't keep coming up there.
Quarter mile turn right on Wall Avenue.
So I don't know that I will be doing Ubereats and Doordash, Walmart, Spark, whatever, for a number of days until I find out about my vehicle, because I can't take the rental, and I just don't feel comfortable doing it in the rental. And my wife,
Turn right on Wall
Tina,
Avenue.
has one just like me, Jeep Renegade. So she even mentioned that maybe she could take that rental to work with her, and I drive hers to do Uber Eats. There's only one problem, guys. There's only one little silly problem. She got a butterfly steering wheel and butterfly seat cushions, and I don't think I'll look right in it. So we'll see. Needless to say, we'll see. So I'll keep you posted. But if you don't see no videos for a couple days, other than that DoorDash video or this video that I'm working on, well then, you'll know. Alright, coming up on the drop-off for Olivia. Saying 0.2 miles. We're going to turn on Washington Street here. And it looks like the drop-off's right when we...
Turn right on Washington Street, then drop off.
You, Olivia, I delivered to you before. I didn't know this was called Washington Street. I'm down here all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm down here constantly.
Oh, cool.
There's that for you, and I got a drink for you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy and have a good day.
All right, you too. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Stay cool. It's a scorcher.
Is it really? That's my first time walking out the house.
Oh, it was hot at 10 o'clock this morning.
Really?
Yeah. Take care. Okay, guys. That's trip 3 of 3. You've seen a little boy here. Just trying to see where he went. We're going to take a little shortcut down this alley. Okay, they got me a new quest going. It says I received $3 on that quest, and now it's starting the 1 of 1 trip, which I think we can do that. We've already done 3, so alright guys, coming back up Wall Avenue, heading back to the restaurant Mecca. It's nice too, because I not only pick up food there, take it into neighboring towns and pick up food from there, bring that there, bring it here. I'm all over. And That's really why I'm the renegade gig hustler. So, just hoping for good things. We're not really getting anything with DoorDash here. And every time I turn around, well, right now I'm back out of the zone, so, which I don't have to deal with on Ubereats. That's the one thing. Now, I am getting a DoorDash now for $8.50, but it's going 12.9 miles. And that's just extra gas that I can't account for $8.50. Gas is still $3.57, $3.67 in most parts around here, so. And this is going 12 miles, and that's, I can't even get 3 gallons of gas for the $8.50. But I do got a 9.2 mile one here for Red Robin on Ubereats, paying $9.09. So, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Well, guys, it flew off of there before I could finish thinking about it, and I think I made a wise choice. So, we're going to be a little patient and get back up in our area and see if we can get us a real decent trip. Another Ubereats, a couple of Ubereats, a stacked order, something of that type, either on Ubereats or DoorDash. Stay with me. Alright guys, we finally got a DoorDash coming down towards our hotspot at Grand Slam Pizza. It's paying $9.75, going 6.7. And one time I used to go to Grand Slam Pizza a lot on Ubereats, but I haven't had none for a long time. So, heading on over. It's not far from here. Going to get on 22. Take this up to Duff Road.
US 22, business east for half a mile.
And then up to Old William Penn Highway.
Left onto Duff Road.
So stay with me. I'll be pulling in shortly after I get down to the bottom of Duff Road. Okay, we are down on Old William Penn Highway. And we're going to be approaching Grand Slam Pizza here. On our right. In just a few seconds.
Will be on the right.
This is where we took our puppy Sammy to, the dog stop, and they did fantastic on him. So we will be going back there.
Your destination is on the right.
Hey, Grand Slam Pizza. Says we were picking up 2 items: cheesy garlic boats and chicken parmesan hoagie. Hopefully it's ready. We'll see in a second, guys. Got us the Grand Slam order. Grand Slam pizza order.
Head west toward Old William Penn Highway, then turn left onto Old William Penn Highway.
So we're going to come back out here,
Next
taking
left
this
onto
over
Old
to
William
Hazel
Penn
Road.
Highway.
But yeah, this place here, the dog stop, to my right,
Continue on
is
Old
where I
William
bought
Penn
Sammy
Highway
last
for
week.
1.5 miles.
And I got to tell you, they really did a good job on him, and the price was great. We were taking him to PetSmart, and every time me and my wife got him back, we questioned whether they cut his nails or not, and they were charging us almost double of what we were paying there. And they did him so much better on his hair, on his face, just from his nose to his tail. I mean, it was pretty awesome. He didn't really look like a Yorkie anymore, but he felt good, and we could really see his eyes, and he was staring at me more, so it was funny. He was staring at my wife, and he just looked adorable. He just looked so cute. And so yeah, if any of you guys saw my short, I think last week I had Sammy in the video. If you want to see Sammy the Yorkie, he's really great. He's a little firecracker. He's not even a year and a half yet, but he's a little firecracker, and man, I'd be lost without him. Don't know what I did before him, so love him so much, me and my wife, and he's really just, he's the best. He's very good. He misses the hell out of me when I'm gone. Can't wait for me to get back, because he knows it's playtime. I hold him a lot. I carry him around. I kiss him all over his head, on his nose, on his face. He loves being in my arms. He gets tons of love from me. Getting an Arby's, that's a no thanks on Ubereats, because it's going 8.5 miles. It's only paying $4.05. So
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Thompson Run Road.
that's a no. But we'll be at our drop off here in about 4 minutes. We got 2.3 miles to go. Not far. Come down to the bottom here on Old William Penn, turn on Thompson Run Road. Get this over to Greg.
Take the next right onto Thompson Run Road.
Smells good. Pizza boats and chicken parmesan. Man, it's really smelling good in here. It was piping hot when he handed it to me. So, got it in my Uber bag here.
Turn left onto Frey Road.
Most of the food I grab, I can say smells good, except for some of the food I get at the Indian restaurant, some of the food I get at the Ninja Hibachi. There were some times I had food in here, man. I tell you guys, I couldn't wait to get it out of my car. It was like,
Take the next left onto Frey
whoa!
Road.
I mean, it stunk that bad. It really did, and I really couldn't wait to get it out of my vehicle.
Continue on Frey Road for 1 mile.
Now, I come up this way yesterday to make a delivery, and this
There
was
are no phones connected.
this
Connect the phone and try again.
this was closed down, and I had to take a detour around, which really was no problem. So we're taking this up all the way down to the bottom, the Universal Road, and we'll be at our drop-off on Hazel Drive. I go over there a lot. I'm up on Universal Road a lot, Penn Hills. And it's nice sometimes because I bring food over to Penn Hills in order or two. And a lot of times I get lucky, and there's a lot of restaurants right over here in Penn Hills, and I'll pick more up. And one day I came over here to drop off 2 orders, and I spent the next hour and a half over here picking up, dropping off, picking up, dropping off. It was fantastic. And then I come back this way and brought an order, and I no sooner dropped that off, and and I started getting more in my area. So that was another good day I had, where I made a decent amount. And that's what I prefer, actually. I like to be consistent, and that's when you really know you're making your money. And I always say I always like to be moving, because at least I know I'm making money. You don't ever want to just drive around trying to get trips, guys. That's not going to benefit you, and that's also going to waste your gas.
Mile, turn left onto Universal
Find
Road.
yourself a decent hotspot, sit there and wait for a decent trip. And I'm not talking about one of them crap trips. I'm talking about a decent trip. Get your day going, build on it. This is what I do as my job. So
Take the next left onto Universal Road, then sharp left onto Hazel Road.
and one day I'll do a video and I'll let you know how I got into all this. And I've done a variety of apps.
Take the next left onto Hazel Road.
But right now we're going to drop this off on Hazel Road. Which is right here.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
And we're going to drop it off to 239 to Greg. It's saying it's going to be on our left, so that's fine. And I'll see after this if I can get us some more trips, and I'm hoping so. And 235.
Your destination is on the left.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave
No
at my
address.
door.
237, 239, right here. For Greg. Stay with me, guys. Let me get this out of the Ubereats bag. And we confirmed it. We got the picture. We're getting that Arby's again that was a no before. $6.48 for 8.4 miles up on Salzburg Road. We're getting one for Long John Silver's up here, going 9 miles, or 8.4 miles for $9. It's on 130, going on 380. I think we're going to grab that on
In
DoorDash.
500 feet, turn left onto Universal Road.
That'll be our 5th trip of the
Take the
day.
next left onto Universal Road.
We're going to come farther up Universal and just hit Rhode Island where Long John Silver's is. And another Uber Eats too for KFC up
Continue
here.
for 3/4 of a mile.
Going 5.4 miles for 817. So I think we'll grab that too. So we're going to grab the DoorDash.
Pick up at KFC, 210 Rhodey Road.
And we are going to grab KFC on... I forgot to get the screenshots. Started out getting screenshots, and I forgot to get the screenshots. So anyhow, we're heading to Long John's on DoorDash. And then we're going to hit the KFC right up from there.
In a quarter mile, make a slight left turn on Jefferson Road. In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on Jefferson Road.
So, this is about one of the only Long John Silvers around in this area. There's others, but they're not close. But I'm going to come around on Rhodey here, or and get on Rhodey Road here at the stop sign.
Take the next right to stay on Jefferson Road, then turn left onto Rhodey Road.
And then we're going to swing a left down to the Long John Silvers. And KFC is right down here too, so.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
So we're multi-apping, guys, so no sense of multi-apping if we can't get our orders this way, so this will give us 6, but we're going to go down here first and get the Long John Silvers, and then we'll shoot back up here and get that KFC.
Just ahead, turn left.
This is on Rhodey Road in Penn Hills. I was just talking about getting trips here.
Take the next right, then
So,
turn left.
Here we go.
Turn left on Morlow Drive.
Turn left, then turn left.
Exit.
GPS signal lost.
Arrived at the store. I lose that GPS signal constantly here on DoorDash, and I don't know why. It's not my phone.
How may I help you?
Yes, I have a DoorDash pickup for Andre H.
Come on, flip one up for me.
Hey, thank you. I'm not exactly sure what that was she said, but she said, try me.
For Andre C?
Yeah,
There you go.
appreciate it. Thank you.
You have a lovely day.
You too. Boy, he came out the side door and handed it to me. I didn't have to get to the window. That's the first I ever had that. So, now we're heading up to no drinks
Turn
with that,
right,
guys,
then
which is a
turn
good
left on
thing.
Rhodey Road.
So we're heading up now to the KFC, which is up here. And I don't think I'm going to exit this lot to get up there because that road is tricky. So I'm going to come right up here through the shopping center past Giant Eagle and over to the KFC for this pickup for Joshua on Uber Eats. And I know that one on Uber Eats is going to Plum, so we're going to attempt to deliver this Long John Silvers first on DoorDash, mainly because that always gives me more of a timing issue. And
Turn right. Turn right, then turn right on Pawleckett Drive. Turn right on Pawleckett Drive.
so, as you can see, we just did a loop around to get over here.
Turn left on Rhodey Road.
We
then
got
turn
it
left.
over.
Welcome to
Chill
my
out.
KFC. Would you like to try a classic or spicy chicken sandwich combo today?
No, actually, I've got an Uber Eats pickup for Joshua B.
You can pull them out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll pick this up and we'll take that DoorDash and drop it off, and then get on this Uber Eats so we can get us some more trips. So far it's been pretty consistent, guys. I get no complaints here. Plus this trip will give us an extra $1 on it, because I'm on that quest where I get another one on the quest and I get an extra $1. So this trip here is paying me $1 more. I'm also on the boost, in the boost areas from 11 to 2, 2 to 5, even though I may not be here still at 5, but we'll see how it goes. As long as it stays consistent and busy, I'm rolling. That's my motive, and that's what I do. Don't let nothing get in the way of my mojo here. Pulling up to the window here, and we'll get this for Joshua. 4 items. Says it does have a drink. Mountain Dew. So I'm going to see if I can get a drink carrier for that. Well, I got a drink carrier in my bag. So it looks like we're getting 2 Mountain Dews. So we're at the pickup window, guys. Yes. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. You have a good day. Okay, guys, we are heading over to Morningside Avenue.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Frankstown Road.
Okay, guys. It's more like 6.7 miles, 14 minutes on DoorDash for Andre. And this one here is paying $9.75. That other one was paying $8 something. So with the $1 extra, 9 something. So we make out pretty good on these 2 trips.
Head northwest on Rhodey Road toward Jefferson
Stay
Road.
with me, guys, for the drop. I just want you guys to know that this DoorDash trip for the Long John Silvers is DoorDash is actually taking me further than what I was quoted on the trip. So there you go again, guys. I mean, I'm going to do this trip and have everything, no problems there. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, don't think that DoorDash doesn't have tactics or do certain things, because they do, and somehow, some way, you got to pay attention and you see. And I'm sure you've all seen things, and if you're not, pay closer attention, because
for 1.5 miles.
I must say, guys, that this trip is actually going a little further in a direction over towards Pittsburgh than I'd rather go. Don't usually come over to this point, but the DoorDash at first claimed whatever mileage, and I know it's more mileage now. So, but we're getting ready to come up to the light here on Sandy Creek Road, so we can turn on Allegheny River Boulevard, and it says we got about 4 miles to go to Morningside Drive or Morningside Avenue. So just another thing that you get on DoorDash sometimes. But Uber Eats also hides certain trips at times, especially if you get a stacked order. They'll show you the closer one and make you think you're getting this, and then there's a hidden trip in the stacked order for an area that you wouldn't normally go in. But hey, what can you do? But be safe. So, got the body cam, got the dash cam running, got the phone, and, hey, be safe. So, coming down, this is crazy what DoorDash does. I'm going to have a bit of a trip on the way back to get this Uber Eats over, but we're going to make a shortcut over so I can get this over to Plum to the customer. I just made them aware that I had another drop-off ahead of them, so stay with me here. Okay, guys, just dropped off the DoorDash here. They brought me clean across Allegheny River Boulevard, over Washington Boulevard. So I'll pass the Pittsburgh Zoo, but
Head to your drop-off at 532 Miller's Lane.
we got to head out to Plum now. 9.8 miles.
Turn left on Greenwood Street.
Thanks for your patience. I appreciate it. So we're going to make a left here and get back over to be able to get this.
Turn left on Jancy Street. Just ahead, turn right on Baker Street.
So we're going to come back down, turn back on Baker Street, come up past the Pittsburgh Zoo, head down Washington.
Turn right on Baker Street.
Head back down Washington Boulevard.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Butler Street using the right lane. Turn right on Butler Street, then make a slight right turn on Washington Boulevard. Using the left lane, make a slight right turn on Washington Boulevard.
came up. Nah, I don't want that. Not really. Oh. Alright guys, we are coming back up from that last DoorDash trip that took us way out, further than I really would want to go, but we're past it now, and we're coming back up. Joshua knows we're on the way with his KFC, and we're going to head up for Salzburg Road. We got about 5.1 miles to get over there from this other side. And the one good thing is that we're likely to get maybe some trips on the way back, as I'm taking this over to Plum, which is on the other side of Monroeville. We are still in coming up like Salzburg Road, also Verona Road.
Keep right onto Salzburg Road.
Verona's over here, but we're going to bypass it on Salzburg Road and take us over to Miller Lane, which is a regular trip I actually take all the time. It's just, he may not know that he ordered off of a lot of the customers, guys, on Uber Eats. They have different locations on there. Didn't know that he ordered from the Penn Hills location, so that's possible. Didn't know maybe he ordered from the Penn Hills location, so but I deliver on that drive all the time, so these drives are looking more familiar to me. So we're getting closer to the area, 8 minutes away, 4 miles. But hey, stay with me. Okay guys, we're going to be turning on Miller's Lane here in less than, well, about 0.2 mile.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
Drop off his Uber Eats. We're closer back to our area now, just on the other side actually. It's a nice area up on the other side here.
Turn left on Miller's Lane.
We're taking this down to 532, which looks like it's on our right.
drop off on the right.
This is only one section of Plum. There's a lot other sections. We're dropping this off right up the road here at 532.
Drop off on the right.
And I think I may have just we're dropping off right here. It's at your front door. That's where your order got delivered. Okay, we're going to swing around, come back up to the left on Salzburg Road, and right up Frankstown back to our area. So we just did a big giant loop. So I believe we got 6 trips in that time. We got the 2 on DoorDash and the 4 on Uber Eats. It's a little after 2. Lunch rush is over now. Everything's in between now. But we're gonna come right up here to Davison Road, make a right. Bring us up to Frankstown. Frankstown bring us up to Center Road. Getting the 2 Uber Eats here for a stacked order. Chipotle playing 1508. I don't want to pass on this one because it's possible that I know the mileage from Chipotle over to Braddock Yost Boulevard, and it's not 15 miles. So I have a feeling that another one's going further way out. So I think Uber Eats trying to sneak a further one in there. They only tell you the closer one when you get the order. DoorDash is the same thing. And you end up going further than what it was worth. So that's how they get you guys with their tactics, and pay attention to the trips and really look at it for the time that they put it up there, and blow the map up, do whatever you have to do to see where you're actually going, because you can get jammed up, and sometimes it's not worth it. Be smart about what you accept and what you don't, and know the ins and outs and the things that they do. And so back in this other part of Monroeville now. Going to turn left on Frankstown. My grandmother lived down to the right here. My grandmother and my papa lot. And when you make the bend, it turns into Lot Road. The road was named after them. And that's down to the right of me. Which I was out there that way a couple weeks ago. Went by the old farm, and it's all different now. Coming up the center road here, and we're going to see if we can get us a couple more good DoorDashes, a couple more good Ubereats, and keep moving on. Didn't like that one last trip that DoorDash sent me on, but hey guys, you know, I know what they do. I know the way it is, and they took me further mileage than what it was, but we made the best of it, and we're back up here in Monroeville in our area now, so we're going to just try and move on here. We do got 6 trips in. My goal today was to make 125 or more. But I got my Dasher Direct card from DoorDash, and my money's been going on that free of charge, and I have the option too to move it or send it to my bank, but it says on there, you know, it could take several days. So, but you also get fuel rewards on there. You can get restaurant rewards, other rewards on there, and I'm not paying DoorDash any more fees to cash out, so to directly cash out. So as soon as I make money, it's automatically being applied to my Dasher Direct card, so that's a good thing. I saw this guy jogging up on the other end of Monroeville. I see him all the time though. See him up on Monroeville Boulevard. Now he's out here on Center Road. We're coming around here on Center Road. So we're right in our area, guys. Okay guys, we're going to be turning on Miller's Lane here in less than, well, about 0.2 mile.
In a quarter-mile turn left.
Drop
on
off
Miller's
this
Lane.
Uber Eats. We're closer back to our area now, just on the other side actually. It's a nice area up on the other side here.
Turn left on Miller's Lane.
We're taking this down to 532, which looks like it's on our right.
mile drop off on the right.
This is only one section of Plum. There's a lot other sections. We're dropping this off right up the road here at 532.
Drop off on the right.
And I think I may have just we're dropping off right here. It's at your front door. That's where your order delivered. Okay, we're going to swing around, come back up to the left on Salzburg Road, and right up Frankstown back to our area. So we just did a big giant loop. So I believe we got 6 trips in that time. We got the 2 on DoorDash and the 4 on Uber Eats. It's a little after 2. Lunch rush is over now. Everything's in between now. But we're gonna come right up here to Davison Road, make a right. Bring us up to Frankstown. Frankstown bring us up to Center Road. Getting the 2 Uber Eats here for a stacked order. Chipotle playing 1508. I don't want to pass on this one because it's possible that I know the mileage from Chipotle over to Braddock Yost Boulevard, and it's not 15 miles. So I have a feeling that another one's going further way out. So I think Uber Eats trying to sneak a further one in there. They only tell you the closer one when you get the order. DoorDash is the same thing. Then you end up going further than what it was worth. So that's how they get you guys with their tactics, and pay attention to the trips and really look at it for the time that they put it up there, and blow the map up, do whatever you have to do to see where you're actually going, because you can get jammed up, and sometimes it's not worth it. Be smart about what you accept and what you don't, and know the ins and outs and the things that they do. And so back in this other part of Monroeville now. Going to turn left on Frankstown. My grandmother lived down to the right here. My grandmother and my papa lot. And when you make the bend, it turns into Lot Road. The road was named after them. And that's down to the right of me, which I was out there that way a couple weeks ago. Went by the old farm, and it's all different now. Coming up the center road here, and we're going to see if we can get us a couple more good DoorDashes, a couple more good Ubereats, and keep moving on. Didn't like that one last trip that DoorDash sent me on, but hey guys, you know, I know what they do. I know the way it is, and they took me further mileage than what it was, but we made the best of it, and we're back up here in Monroeville in our area now, so we're going to just try and move on here. We do got 6 trips in. My goal today was to make 125 or more. But I got my Dasher Direct card from DoorDash, and my money's been going on that free of charge, and I have the option too to move it or send it to my bank, but it says on there, you know, it could take several days. So, but you also get fuel rewards on there. You can get restaurant rewards, other rewards on there, and I'm not paying DoorDash any more fees to cash out, so to directly cash out. So as soon as I make money, it's automatically being applied to my Dasher Direct card, so that's a good thing. I saw this guy jogging up on the other end of Monroeville. Now, I see him all the time though. See him up on Monroeville Boulevard. Now he's out here on Center Road. We're coming around here on Center Road. So we're right in our area, guys. Couple new restaurants up here on 22 William Penn Highway go on Ubereats and DoorDash. They open this week. Mission Barbecue and Jersey Mike's. Instead of me having to travel all the way down, well, as long as they order from the right location. But I was traveling down to Murraysville to Jersey Mike's before, so I'm hoping I'll get the bulk of them up here at this location. That's the Grand Slam Pizza we picked up from. A lot of speed demons out today, being it's a beautiful day. It's a real scorcher, it's a hot one. We're close to 90 here. Coming up Stroshine Road. So my goal right now, guys, is to snag as many trips as possible. Ubereats, Doordash. Just keep this thing rolling. We were very consistent before, so stay with me. Okay, everyone, back in the hot spot between the home goods store and TGIF's. Seems like I got after the lunch rush was over and everything quieted down here on Uber Eats and DoorDash. I thought at least I had a little time before when I dropped that last one off. I thought that I would at least get something for on the way back, but nothing came through. So I'm going to sit here for a while and see what happens here. Sit here for a while anyhow. Don't want to throw the towel in just yet, and because I'm no quitter. I'd like to keep this rolling for as long as I could, if there's more money to be made. So yeah, stay with me here, and I'll be back with you in just a bit. Okay, guys, I had to get some gas, and so not really looking good here. I don't know what happened after lunch rush, but not much coming in here, and so stay with me. I'm trying to snag trips. They're seeming hard to come now when it wasn't before. So what is this guy doing? Impatient, sitting at the light, and he went around the guy in front of him. We're going to cut up through Denny's here. Make a little shortcut off 22 there. Getting an Uber Eats now for a place that's out in Penn Hills, and it wants me to go to Irwin. I'm going to pass on that, because it's a very long trip and it's just not paying. So trying to keep this going. I had to clarify with a customer yesterday that we are not employees of Uber Eats or DoorDash, that we are subcontractors, that we don't get an hourly rate, and that all the money that they're paying on the app, we only get a little piece of that. The restaurant's getting their big chunk. DoorDash sometimes gets whatever, but sometimes the restaurant getting another crap trip for 6 miles for $2.98. Shameful. But sometimes the restaurant gets way more than DoorDash does. It's just the way it is, and we get the smallest portion. We always get the smallest portion. So you're going to want to watch that video for DoorDash drivers that I'm going to post up on there, and you're going to want to stay. You're not going to want to miss it, because I've got some interesting things in there, and I'm not going to tell you too much. I'm just giving you a little preview. I've been compiling information, and I used to think Uber Eats was the worst, because at one time that's all I did. But when I got doing DoorDash, the longer I did it, believe me guys, the more stuff and the more things I've heard and came across, and I chatted with other people like me that are serious about what they do in the gig economy, and so I found stuff out. So I've been working on things for a while to put this together, and now, without further ado, I'm going to reveal it to you. So I'm going to turn back down in the mall here. We're going to give this a little bit more benefit of the doubt. It's approximately 2:35. And we're going to see if anything else good comes across here that we can grab and do. I'm going to be cashing my Uber Eats out later, and like I said, everything else goes on my Dash or Direct card unless I move it from there to the bank, which is much nicer now. Plus you can use that Dash or Direct card at the gas pump, at a store, pay a bill with it, do whatever you need to do with it. So it's like a credit card. It's like a debit card, because your money's coming right off of the card. And with greater convenience, flexibility, and no fees, most of all. So I am in the hot spot, and believe me guys, it's hot. It is hot. It's close to 90 plus whatever the humidity is, so whatever percentage that is. So feeling like 100 and some degrees. And then being in my Renegade with the issue I'm having with the crack air duct that they cracked at the dealership. It's hot. Let me tell you. You could fry an egg, fry a hamburger right there on the parking lot on the pavement. Not that I'd want to. Just saying. But it looks like this Uber Eats and DoorDash lost their oomph for putting these trips out. Surely not like last Sunday was for me, guys. I was very busy on both apps, and I did that for, wow, I don't know. I think it was 4:30 by the time I was done. We're going on 5. We're only at 2:37 now, so just trying to give this a little bit more benefit of the doubt, which I always do. And there's times where it was no good on certain days, and I sat too long, guys, when I shouldn't have. So, but if we don't get anything shortly, guys, I'm going to call it a day, because there's nothing more I can do, and I'm dependent on them as a subcontractor to get these trips into me. And I'd surely like to be a lot busier, but it is what it is. So I need to run by the Walmart. I was there earlier getting some things for home, and I was supposed to grab some medicines for my wife, and she has a special card from her employer, and I forgot the card. And so I've got to run back there to get in the pharmacy for that. Another crap trip. You believe this, guys? 7 miles for $3.46. You guys got to stop taking that crap. Stop taking that crap. By you taking that crap, you're letting know Uber Eats and DoorDash. I did a short on it yesterday. And all the premier drivers that are vlogging on YouTube and people I subscribe to and talk to, they're right with me on this. By you taking those trips, you're letting Uber Eats and DoorDash know it's okay to give those to us. Do you think it's okay to get those? No, it's not. So, get yourself a good trip. Something that's going to pay you. You're spending more in gas to do that trip, and there's virtually no tip in it, if any at all. That's why I say it. Another crap trip. Going all the way into the food court of the mall. and then driving 8 miles for $4. It ain't happening. I can do without those places in the food court, because by the time you park, walk all the way into the mall, which is a good long distance, and then get yourself downstairs and all the way up to the center to get to the food court. Not worth it, guys. By the time you come back out, a lot of time has elapsed. You're in downtime. So unless it's paying you amazingly well, why would you take it? I'm not even going to talk about this trip. It's so sad. But it's going 15.5 miles for $6. Get real, Uber. There's really nothing happening on DoorDash. It's just sitting there doing its thing. Back and forth, looking for trips. Same with Uber, except for the crap. I was getting the more decent trips earlier, so believe it or not, guys, this is a fact. I make more on the more local distance trips than I do on